Hello and welcome everyone to my newest video. I just wanted to make a video about this tier list that I found, and I thought like, yo, this is an amazing tier list for me to talk to you about and show my love for Nine Inch Nails. It's my favorite band or musical act ever. By far, it's the best that existed. In I think there's no better band or there's no better, yeah, an artist with a better catalog than Nine Inch Nails. So I found this tier list, and I thought it would be fun to get into this tier list with you guys. If someone's watching, if someone's interested. I'll just go. I didn't make this tier list. I will link it down below for the person who made this tier list. Thank you so much. I didn't expect it to be on here, but then again, I might. It didn't really shock me that much. So, I almost have all these records on vinyl. I have some I still don't have, like the Downward Spiral. I just can't find it for cheap. Well, cheap, only used and not for less than €100. So I think that's a bit of a waste. I hope it gets repressed soon, and then I can just buy it for like 30 or 40 bucks. But we'll get to that when the time comes. Let's start off this tier list, shall we? I think Nine Inch Nails doesn't really need an introduction. I hope you are all familiar with it because, I'm gonna rank their their or his albums depending on the time they got released. After 2013, I think Arctic Ross joined the group, and before that it was just Nine Inch Nails with. Nine Inch Nails was Trent Reznor with some influences. I'm going to try to do this without cutting anything and just make a video that's fun to watch without me just cutting every out of it or cutting every mistake I make out of it. I just want to talk to you guys and have a fun time ranking these albums, because this is going to take me a while probably, because I love every single one of these albums. Not equally as much, but I don't think we're gonna be using the D tier. But maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see it along the way. I see the Still album is on here as well, and the live album, is that, or is that Hesitation Marks? I think it's Hesitation Marks. Yeah, it's Hesitation Marks. Right? Yeah. This one. This is Hesitation Marks, right? Yeah. The Slip is on here. The free Ghost albums are on here. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get into it. And we're gonna start off with a banger. This is one of my favorites, I think. Pretty Hate Machine, released in 1989, I think. I'm gonna have to check, but it's not gonna be all correct and everything. It's not gonna be all right, and I don't know, but I think 1989, if I'm correct. Released by Pretty Hate Machine is his first record from Trent Reznor / Nine Inch Nails, and it's a very I think it's a very unique record, especially for its time. I wasn't around when it came out, but I can imagine comparing this to a lot of other forms of media and records that this was groundbreaking. in terms of using synthesizers. And if I'm correct, it was a bit vulgar as well and a bit sexual to spike up the controversy a bit. So, I don't know. I absolutely adore this record. Every time I put it on, I don't skip one song. It's just a whole blast the way through. I think it has the most catchy tunes almost of every Nine Inch Nails record, and the most danceable tunes as well. Head Like a Hole as the starting track. That's, come on, man. That's everybody who knows Nine Inch Nails knows Head Like a Hole, and it's amazing. A kind of punky, industrial, but also a bit poppy tunes, you know, and it just has so many bangers, like Sin, like Down in It is maybe my, I don't know, maybe my least favorite of it all, but still, Down in It I would rate A tier and the rest S tier. So I think I'm just gonna put this one in S tier because it doesn't feel good to not put this one in S tier because it's his first record and it's that good. It's that amazing. Made while he was a janitor, I think, at a record company or a producing company, something like that, and creating this record when the record studio was closed and he had authority to use the equipment for himself. I think that's how he created this piece, and he delivered. Trent delivered on this record so well that after that he got some commercial attention. I think after this record he started to get his attention as Nine Inch Nails already. So I think that's cool. Moving on, we have the Downward Spiral, and the Downward Spiral is my all-time favorite Nine Inch Nails records. Almost Flawless. There's one song that there's two things I have to say about this record that is maybe a bit of a critique point. I don't know if it's critique or just personal preference, but I don't really like the chorus of I Do Not Want This. I love the whole song I Do Not Want This, but it took me some time to get used to the chorus of I Do Not Want This. And Big Man with a Gun is, it's not necessarily I don't think it's a bad song. I don't think it's as bad as some people say it is. I don't think it's as bad as Trent Reznor says, because he said in an interview that he didn't like the song or something like that. But I don't know. I think it's great. I still think a Big Man with a Gun is kind of great, especially the shoot. I love it. So yeah, but this is obviously going into S tier, and this is going to be on the top because this is a personal tier list. This is not in terms of what musically is the best, but still, I think the Downward Spiral is, of course, one of the most influential records of Nine Inch Nails. I mean, look at the track list, look at the story that's been told. I think everybody should have listened to this record at least once, because I think it's a masterpiece. This is my all-time favorite record, maybe of all time, but at least from Nine Inch Nails. And Nine Inch Nails is one of my favorite artists, so yeah, it's maybe, especially, it's kind of a doubt between this one and another record from Nine Inch Nails, but I will get into that later when it's that record's time to get into this tier list. But The Becoming is the reason why this is my favorite Nine Inch Nails record. The Becoming is the reason. Yeah, that's holy shit. I love The Becoming. I think that's one of the greatest pieces of music ever made. Definitely recommend checking out like a how do you call that, analysis video on the Becoming, because damn, that shit is crazy. I love it. Moving on, I think I will do a whole review on this record because I can talk about this record for hours on end. So maybe that's a good idea for our next video. Maybe. I could, I don't know. Next one, with teeth. With teeth. I also don't have this one on vinyl. I do have it on CD. I have every record on CD as well. So, but I don't have it on vinyl yet. Maybe because it was too expensive. Maybe because I didn't really. It wasn't on the side where I trust vinyls, buying vinyls the most. But I don't have this on vinyl. I could buy it soon. I do want this on vinyl because I think this is a really decent record. I think it's a very how do you say that? Toegankelijk. Toegankelijk in het Engels. I think it's a very easy to listen to record for everyone. I think people who aren't familiar with Nine Inch Nails style can listen to the With Teeth album and not be like, what is this kind of music? No, I think this is the easiest to listen to record together with maybe the Pretty Hate Machine record. But that doesn't mean it's not complex or anything. It doesn't mean that it's not groundbreaking or special. And I think this record has a certain light-hearted feel to it because Trent Reznor was finally sober and was finally feeling a bit better, I think, or had a period of depression after he made this record, and you can hear that. You can hear that he has struggled, but he has some sort of light in his voice. All the darkness, and the records before this were very dark, and this is a record released in 2005. So every record before this was Broken, The Downward Spiral, Pretty Hate Machine, all that stuff was before this, and that was all kind of dark. Pretty Hate Machine, not really, but still, it was a lot of being sad and being hurt. And I think this record has that as well, but more kind of a feeling sad on a healthier level. And I think you hear that in the music, and I love that about Ted. I would rank this in B tier because, and B tier for Nine Inch Nails album is at least an S tier for a album review or an album tier list. But with Teeth, I would place it in B tier or high B tier, but I think I'm going to do low A tier because of Right Where It Belongs, because that song is very personal. I have a very personal connection with Right Where It Belongs, so especially the version 2 version, but I can listen to both of them, and I think the original version is almost as powerful, just the vocals get more complemented in the version 2. So, but still, I think lower A. I think lower A is good for the With Teeth record, definitely for the With Teeth record. I think that's good. I think that's good. We can rearrange at the end. This is gonna be a long video already. I'm recording already like 13 minutes. I'm not gonna cut that much. I think a few moments I'm gonna cut, but it's Nine Inch Nails records. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I take my time to do these records? Bad Witch. Oh, I have this on vinyl as well. Bad Witch is the new, Nine Inch Nails, not newest release, but the newest in terms of I think the newest with vocals and not really like the Ghost. We had 2 Ghost albums after this, and those were fully instrumental and more atmospheric music, which I don't know. This feels more like a real Nine Inch Nails record and not a Trent Reznor composition of. Yeah, it feels more like a movie score. The Ghost records, but that doesn't make them any worse or something. But this is the final 2018 Nine Inch Nails. End of an album. It's an album, but it feels more like an EP because it's not that long, and it's like the end of a 3 record saga with all like records from 25 minutes. So The order of this tier list is kind of weird, but that makes it interesting. So 2018, this got released. The first time it got released, I didn't like it at all. Yeah, I was just listening to Nine Inch Nails for like 2 years, I think. I listened to it for 2 years, and this was their newest release, and I was like, yo, this has to be a banger, right? After Ad Violence, this has to be a banger. But I just didn't get it the first time I listened to it, and I didn't listen to it for at least 2-3 years. I just started listening to it like 2 years ago, and I did not expect to like it this much. I think I will rate it even higher than, not than the With Teeth record, but still, I think high B tier, definitely high B tier. Yeah. I didn't like it at first because it was very. There were a lot of 303 synths. There were a lot of experimental going from this side to the other side. I really didn't get it. The compositions, I didn't really get it. But then I started listening to God Break Down the Door for one time. I was like, yo, it's Nine Inch Nails. It has to be. I'm just not getting it, but that's my fault, right? It can't be that it's just a mess. And I listened to that song, God Break Down the Door, and I was like, wow, this shit slaps. When it drops, like the 303s, like the acid kind of sounds, like I was like, okay, I just didn't get it the first time I listened to it. By the time I started listening to this record again, I got more into EDM, and especially underground EDM, and I think that helped me with understanding what the climaxes are and what part of the song is the climax, or the breaking point where the composition really comes together as a whole. So this was a kind of a messy record to get into. I still enjoy it a lot. But I do think it is a high B tier for a Nine Inch Nails tier list, We got it. Otherwise, it will be all S and A, and I want to divide it a bit. I think D. I think we can just delete the D. Yeah, that feels right. Or maybe do we delete the D? We'll delete the D. Delete the D. Okay, let's get into the Broken EP. The Broken EP. Also a bit of a hard listen for me the first time around, because I started listening to the Broken EP by the time I discovered Nine Inch Nails, and at first glance I was like, this is the weaker variant of the Downward Spiral, and it just came before that, and it's kind of edgy, and I didn't really get it at first. I thought it was a bit too harsh and a bit too loud, and the vocals were a lot of edited out, and which is also the Downward Spiral, but I think it's better that way. But yeah, I bought it on vinyl. I think it's the vinyl record of Nine Inch Nails who I put on the most, because it has been printed on one side, the whole EP, and you get like a small two bonus tracks on a single. You get additionally with that, so it's printed on one side, which makes it so nice to just put it on and let the whole EP play. So this EP, this record, it's almost a full album in length, especially if you count the bonus tracks. It's like a full record. And this is definitely higher than With Teeth. Yeah, the Broken EP is amazing. I love Happiness and Slavery. I love Gave Up. I love every song. I won't put it on. This is high A tier. This is definitely almost S tier. But I think it's too short for an S tier. And I think it's still, you still hear a lot of Trent Reznor trying to find new grounds to cover, which he perfected in the Downward Spiral. But this EP is very amazing, especially the song Seeing Them Live. Well, on videos, I haven't seen Nine Inch Nails live in concert, but seeing the videos on live, it's a whole different experience, and it's aggressive, it's harsh, it's amazing. I think it's somewhat danceable as well. You have some like EDM dancey riffs in there. I love that too. So yeah, overall, a really, really good EP, released in 1992, if I'm correct. Great. Um, I think there was like also a sort of band formation, but he was like the composer of the music. Yeah, yeah. I think this is right. I think this feels right for now. For now. Then we get into Year Zero, and this is going to be a controversial one, but I never really got into Year Zero. I don't have it on vinyl. I don't even have it on CD. I never really got into it. Doesn't mean that it's a bad record, you know. Musically, it's very good. I really love the Great Destroyer. I really love Survivalism. I really love the beginning of the end. It has so many good songs, and I love the songs separately a lot. In my Nine Inch Nails playlist on Spotify, I have the whole Year Zero record, but I don't like to listen to Year Zero as a whole. I don't know why. I just always put it off for some reason. I don't know if I'm the only one. And I will probably, don't get mad at me, it's just my opinion, it's just my experience. But, you know, the Year Zero record, I think it's great, but I'm gonna put it in B tier. Because, yeah, personally, I can't really get into it like I can with the other records. So, I don't know. Although it is a great record, though. But it feels right to put it here. I would be lying if I put it any higher. If this is a personal tier list, it's also a bit critical, but I think Nine Inch Nails has delivered, you know, on a quality level, on always highly. So I think, yeah, rating these in a personal preference is maybe a better way to do it. But still, I feel sad for the people. I know people really love this record, you know. So I'm sorry, it's a bit low. It doesn't mean it's a bad record, and I love every single one of you who listen to this record. But yeah, I had to put it a bit lower. But maybe I should buy it on vinyl, and maybe I should just listen to it in a different setting, and maybe I'll get into it more. The still recordings. I think. Oh, it's great that they put this in here. It's the only like, you know, the reusage of songs, right? Yeah. I think I put it. Yeah, this is going to be an S tier, definitely. Yeah, this is a. If I want to cry, if I want to cry, if I want to feel sad, I think this is my almost most listened to recording of 90s. I think I'm gonna put it above. No. This is right, because these are original songs. These are all covers of other songs. Yeah, some original songs, but there's a lot of covers on there as well. But on a more acoustic and a more silent level and a more emotional level, like the Becoming recording is. Oh my god! And the whole world went away still version is very amazing. Oh damn, I really like this record. Yeah, it feels hard for me to talk about it because it's a very it's in here, man. If I listen to this, I get emotional because I listened to this when I was feeling really depressed. I'm really down, and it helps me get through everything. It felt like someone felt my pain, and it is recorded in 2001 or 2002, if I'm correct. I think 2001. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this really captures the pain that Trent Reznor was feeling at that specific time in his life. and he delivers that on a level that it's not all polished clean, it's just raw, and I think that's amazing. And there's something I can never have. Re-recording of this on this piece is sick, especially when you watch the video with that. He's sitting there with all the candles around him on a piano, and damn, you just see him just feeling the music that he wrote himself, because I don't know. This is a definite S tier for me. And the song All That Could Have Been is definitely one of my favorite tracks of Nine Inch Nails. That's it hits so hard. Let's get into the slip. Well, the slip is not meant to be very complex. Although I do really enjoy it. It's a very rocky record. RRR. And I think it was a free record in 2008, and I think he released it just because he hadn't released a bit in the time, but it wasn't his plan to get a real full-on record and a full well-thought-out record. It was just more raw record, a more rocky record. But I love the slip. I fucking love Discipline. I love 1 Million. I love... this is an A tier. Yeah, this is an A tier. For me, at least. I think the slip is... It's just... it's amazing. I think you get through it a lot easy, very easy. I'm sorry about the Year Zero fans. I'm so sorry. It feels like I hate this record now, but I don't. I love Year Zero, but it's still B tier. Come on. But the slip, I don't know. I love Discipline and 1 Million. These songs are very, very, very... I've listened to those songs so much, especially Discipline. I've listened to Discipline so many times that I cannot rate it lower than Year Zero. I just can't. I'm sorry. But let's get into hesitation marks. I have nothing really more to say about Slip. I think the Slip is just, overall, just a fun record, but it doesn't deserve an S tier. The C tier is going to be the Ghost records, probably. But I don't know yet. Maybe it will get higher than that, but whatever. Hesitation marks. I think Hesitation marks is very underrated. A very underrated record. It's. I think I will rate it higher than With Teeth, or here. What? Higher than the Slip. That's for sure. I will. Maybe. Ooh. This feels better. This feels better. Yeah. Bad Witch is too short, I think. This feels better. But anyway, hesitation marks. Damn. It's higher than With Teeth, I think. Or not. Or no. Oh, this is a hard decision. With Teeth or hesitation marks, which is better in my opinion, or is I love more? Oh man. Or the Broken record. Maybe the Broken record. Maybe I will put this here. Ooh. But then this is high A. Ooh, this is hard, man. 9 Inch Nails, you suck. Why are you so good at making music? I cannot decide which record I love more. Various methods of... No, okay, this feels better. Various methods of escape. Or Right Where It Belongs. I think Right Where It Belongs. Yeah, this is right. This feels right. I got it. It was my first intention. And maybe I'll change it later. But yeah, this is good. Hesitation marks. I have it on vinyl as well. What a amazing record. Especially a later record. 2013, I think. 13 or 14? I think 13. What I love about this record is that it's a lot more danceable and a lot more clubby. But that doesn't mean it's not a 9 Inch Nails record. Especially the first song, you can hear why he chose a specific direction, and you can hear his direction here. Like a copy of is one of my all-time favorite opening tracks. I think it's one of the best opening tracks of every Nine Inch Nails records. It's just I think it's the best opening track of a record for Nine Inch Nails. Damn, hesitation marks. Thank you for being what you are. It's not so emotional. Some songs are various methods of escape. Satellite is just amazing. I love Satellite, and I love that he switched it up with everything. Everything is a bit. The first time you hear it, you're like, "What the fuck is going on?" It's so happy. Why isn't this so happy? But you'll get used to it. I love everything. Yeah, the song is good. What do we have more on the hesitation mark? I always forget the. Wait, let me get the record real quick. Hello, I'm back. I got it. I do love the CD artwork more. That's this one. This from the CD, but this is the vinyl artwork. I don't know. It's cool, but I love the CD version more. The color palette at least, but it's still interesting. Came Back Haunted is good. All Time Lows. Every song is nice. I don't really have a very deep personal connection with any of the songs, especially except for a copy of and various methods of escape, and maybe Find My Way. But still, yeah, still, it's good. I love it. It's a big record. It's a long record. It's two LPs. I think this is one of my favorite as well. No, it's not one of my favorites, but I said it about everything. This is kind of like a thing that I say, like, oh, it's kind of my favorite. It's kind of my favorite. I say it a lot. Why, I don't know. With every band, I'm like, oh, it's one of my favorite bands, but it's not. Nine Inch Nails is my favorite band. Number one. Let's leave it at that. Yeah. Okay, hesitation marks around here. I think this is a good position for hesitation marks. Add violence. Add a little violence. I'm gonna put it above hesitation marks. Yeah. This is a small EP, but when I put it on, it's always done too early. I love every song. It's a very emotional record. Kind of out of the blue, it starts kind of awesome. Like, Add Violence is kind of a it's the opening track, and I think it's kind of a danceable song by an upbeat major kind of track, and then it switches into a variety of songs that are kind of emotional, and I think it's kind of great, and I especially have a personal connection with This Isn't the Place. I have listened to that song so many goddamn times. it's not even okay how many times I've listened to that track. So this is well deserved above hesitation marks, and I think this is the strongest record of the three releases, the three records that like Add Violence, Not the Actual Events, and Bad Witch. I think this is 2017. It got released. So Yeah, I think, and I love the artwork. Oh, damn, I think it's so fun how they use like an old, um, yeah, like old old hardware, and made like their like a like sort of like anxiety high up and add violence, and it's, I don't know, it's cool. I think it's a very creative artwork, and it's not as abstract as the rest of the artworks. It's more like right in your face, and I love it. And not so vague. I think a lot of artwork from Nine Inch Nails are vague, and it fits the music very well. But I do love they switched it up at this point. We got the first Ghost record. This is the first Ghost record. Yeah. This is Ghost 1, 2. How many ghosts are there? I don't know. It's a lot of ghosts. This is C tier. Although I really love the idea. I listen to this when I'm reading. That's about it. It helps with reading, and it's yeah. I would lie if I would really be into it that much, but it's a very good instrumental piece. I don't know what year it got released in. Maybe 2015 or something. Maybe earlier. I don't know. I haven't really listened to it that much. I think this is the least listened to by me from the Ghost records, so it's probably gonna be the lowest on this whole tier list, but we'll see. Not the actual events. Bad Witch is low, man. Do I really want to rate Bad Witch that low? Ooh, not the actual events here. Damn. Oh, not the actual events. 2016, this is. Yeah. Yeah, I will keep it here. Slip is gonna be high B tier, yeah. Why do I keep it here? That's a good question, my friends. That's because Bad Witch is now so low. I don't like that, but I don't want to rate it higher than year 0. Maybe I will. Oh, yes, this feels better. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Now the year 0 is my least favorite record. I'm so sorry. Let's look at the track list of year 0 real quick, okay? Let's do it. No, it's gonna be higher. There's a lot of good songs. Meet Your Master is fucking awesome. Great Destroyer is fucking awesome. In This Twilight is good. Favalism is awesome. Being Everything is awesome. Never fucking mind. I gotta rate it higher. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, yeah. Not the actual events here or here. That you see me struggling with this. This is very hard. Now I understand why some people do this. I'm like, I can do it. We're gonna check the community rank after this because I think that will be fun. This recording is so long, anyways. Is it still recording? I'm still recording. Oh my god, I have so many. I have an SD card and it works. I love it. Okay. Yeah, I think this is right. Not the actual events is amazing. It's very short though. I do listen to it a lot. I love Field of Fire. I love She's Gone Away, especially. She's Gone Away is my favorite, I think. But it's a very harsh record and it's a very extreme record. But still, I think I'm just gonna put this here. I after I saw the track list, I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is it. This is it. This one is gonna go here. Uh, you know why? The Fragile is. I actually wanted to rate it the highest, but the Becoming is the reason I didn't. I didn't. I think they're equally as good. The Downward Spiral and the Fragile. Downward Spiral was more self-destructive, and the Fragile is also self-destructive, but more also like depressed and sad, and just but musically, wow! Oh my god, wow! This is so good. It's so good. Everything is good about this record. You know, this is just so amazing. But the Becoming is the reason that the Downward Spiral is just the one place higher for me, because I love it. Yeah, it's always been a debate. Which record do I love more? And one day it's the Fragile, and one day it's the Downward Spiral. But as of right now, the Downward Spiral was number one for me. But still, damn, the Fragile. I have it on vinyl as well. It is a 3-piece vinyl. Oh my god. After every time I listen to it fully, and damn, I always end up feeling like, I don't know, I feel happy but I feel sad at the same time. Yeah. Damn, what a record. I can't stretch that enough. How good I think The Fragile is in 1999. It's so emotional. I think it really captures the lowest low Trent Reznor has felt. The aggressive, edgy part about Nine Inch Nails is gone. It's just now fully transformed into a outlet for musically a musical itch or something. And yeah. I think that's about it. Wow, yeah, I just think it's a great record. I will do it justice to just say this is a masterpiece, just like everything in the S tier. I don't know if I think I will put Still maybe here, or I create SS. I will create an SS. Yeah. How can I do that? How do I do that? Edit? No. Can I add? Fuck. Is now my tier list gone? No, it's not. Okay. How can I add something? Add a row? I deleted a row. Add a row below. Oh, okay. Add a row above. Hey, this is gonna be. Wait, which color are you gonna be? Black. No. This one. Yeah, this is right. I do want a color to change though. White. Blue. Yeah, this is good. This is SS. God tier. I think this is better. The Ghost. Oh yeah, we still have to do the Ghost records. This is my favorite. This is my middle one. This is at least favorite. This is my favorite because I listened to it on a trip once. I took like some mushrooms and yeah, that was a real amazing experience. Green. Green is maybe better. No, green is mostly F tier. I need red. Oh damn, I don't know which color. Nah, this is fine. Yeah. Is this good? Yeah, this is good. This is my final tier list, guys. Took me about 45 minutes. I'm happy with this. Doesn't mean that the Bad Witch is bad, or not the actual event is bad, or the slip is bad. This is also this is in order. So 1 is Downward Spiral, and least favorite is goes 1 till 24 or something. So yeah, let's make screenshots. Can we save it? Oh, we can save it. Yes. Thank you. We got the image. Now, let's take a look at the community ranks. Oh my god, yeah, okay. This is someone who loves Nine Inch Nails too much. This I could have done this. Why is this below A, though? Yeah. This is exactly the same as mine. No fucking way. Everybody has... Oh, Bad Witch this high, yeah. Oh, Bad Witch is rated higher than Add Violence and not the actual events. Damn. I have Add Violence a lot higher. Now, this person has a high as well. Add Violence is the least favorite, damn. Oh yeah, the Ghost Records are D tier. A fucking broken EP in D tier. What? Oh, the names aren't shown. The names aren't shown, so I can just scroll through here. That's good. Only the profile pictures. I'm sorry if your profile picture is in here, but I don't care. Oh, someone... Oh. Still at D? Am I the only one who rated still this high? Oh no, here's a person who rated it just as high. Everybody is kind of content with... Oh, cool. I love that. But I hate this. Everybody's content with... or everybody has like the Downward Spiral and the Fragile very high up. Some people tend to do Fragile. Yeah, most tier lists have the Fragile and the Downward Spiral. Oh, here's the still be at number 1. Oh, I love that. Oh, cool. Damn, it's really it's kind of... Some people have a very different opinion about things, and that is what I love about fucking Nine Inch Nails, because Nine Inch Nails, you can just choose whatever you want, because in quality they're all amazing. So it's not like if you put... It's not like we're rating Metallica records or something, and you put that one shitty record out. I have no idea what the name of it is, but everybody that listens to Metallica knows what I'm talking about, right? That with the fist. They rate it very high, and everybody's like, no, that's just a mistake, because it's just really, really bad. But this is... Yeah, you see a lot of overlap, but you also see some very different opinions. A lot of Fragile and Downward Spiral at the top. A lot. I love that. I love that so much. Thank you for having the same opinion as me, but also very different. Oh, I respect that. I respect that somehow. Like everything is just the same, especially like, except the Fragile is just that much better than the rest, you know. Shit. Oh, I love this. I didn't know you could check community tier list. I love this. Okay, I'm gonna quit here now because it's like 50 fucking minutes. This record is. I'm sorry about my swearing, but I don't care because we're that much in it. Oh my god. I'll see you later. I'll check you next week if I will make a video or not. I'm currently bored, So maybe I'll make it tomorrow another one because I don't really have anything to do. Maybe I'll make a Ratchet & Clank tier list. Let's make a Ratchet & Clank tier list tomorrow. Okay, see you later, skaters. Goodbye.